Hello. Welcome on board. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching us from. Welcome to Faraja Swift Chat. My name is Jeffrey Sambasa. Yeah, we are ready to continue with our last time's episode. The topic remains the same, relationship and money. And today we still have on set our life coach, Blessed Abby. She's ready to correct our angles and to help us move in life in a way that it's suitable for all of us. We've been holding on to angles that are not correct, and the aim of this show is to learn, unlearn and relearn. There are things you think they are correct, they are not. Yeah. And there are things you think they are wrong, they are correct. Mm-hmm. So the aim of this show is that we all correct our perspectives and get the correct angle of life. Mm-hmm. When I say relationship and money, we all love money. Yeah, true. We all love relationships, mm-hmm. right? Yeah. Yeah, so before I bring her on board to introduce herself, let me give a shout out to the nice place, the nice ambience of this place, the best hotel in Nakuru, that is Hill Court. You need a conference hall, you need a good food, you need a good accommodation away from home, right? That place you can feel it's home, but you're away from home. Mm-hmm. Come at Hill Court, explore whatever services you will want, and they are ready to assist. So on that juncture, let me invite my coach. Welcome on board. How have you been? Much.
Very well.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Yes.
So welcome.
Thank
Introduce yourself to our audience, mm-hmm. then we can dive into our topic.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi audience, my name is Coach Blessed Abby. I am a life coach that specializes on mindset and holistic wellness. Mm-hmm. That's what I advocate for, and that's what I do every other day. Okay. And so I'm glad to be here to just continue with this topic. Last time it was great having the young people and just hearing what they were saying. Mm-hmm. And so just amazing to do it again today.
Yes.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And I'm always happy to have you.
Thank you.
Because I know when I get out of this chair, mm-hmm. I'd have learned a lot.
Thank you.
A lot. And I'm also happy when we make the audience and any other person out there learn.
And I also like the way you bring out, your thoughts.
Yes.
Because I learn too. So it's symbiotic. We are learning from each other.
Yes. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Wow, that's a goal on me. Thank you.
Thank you.
So when we mention money, mm-hmm. we all love money.
Yes. When
we mention relationships, mm-hmm. we are all of us in a relationship, mm-hmm. in one way or the other.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So I want my aim goal is that the society becomes a place where all of us can inhabit and feel safe.
Yes.
Because in most cases, we find that the most people you will want to rely on, mm-hmm. the most people you would want, they protect you, they are not ready to do so. Mm-hmm. So the aim of my show, it is to make the society a better place. Uh-huh. And we will not make it a better place unless we learn.
Yes.
And get the skills from an expert. Mm-hmm. Because for me, I'll do life in my own way.
Yeah.
Without asking, mm-hmm. but I'll always hold on to it that I'm correct.
Yeah.
But in real sense, I'm making another person uncomfortable.
Yes.
So instead of we all of us make another person uncomfortable, mm-hmm. we better learn and we apply what we learn.
True.
Yes, so by applying, you're safe and the next person is also safe.
Yes.
So relationship and money, mm-hmm. where we left last time.
Yes.
I'll wear the shoe of my panelist today, mm-hmm. and I'll give you all the challenges and then you'll correct.
Okay.
Thank you. So there are people you meet in your life, mm-hmm. and you want to do life with them,
yes.
however level.
Mm-hmm.
Is it your marriage partner? Is it your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Is it your family? Mm-hmm. Maybe brother? Maybe there are people you meet. Let me first specialize on the romantic relationship, mm-hmm. because we all practice it.
Yeah.
So you meet a person, they'll either money-wise your life can take up an upward spiral, mm-hmm. or a downward spiral. Mm-hmm. Your graph just drastically changes.
Yes.
It can either change positively, mm-hmm. or negatively.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you can guide us on that.
Relationships are very important. most of us would like to avoid them, but we rarely succeed. And when we do, we are unhappy. So when we are doing the wheel of life for clients, when we are analyzing the wheel of life, which has money, which has possessions, education, learning and growth, relationships is also there.
Yeah.
And you find that in many people, if their relationships are ailing, the rest of the spaces in their lives is also ailing.
Yeah.
And so now when it combines relationships and money, now that's another thing, because both are major things. But looking at your question, this person who either comes to build you
Yes.
or to break you.
Yes.
A husband, no, let me say a wife, as they say.
Yeah.
Somebody marries a knife instead of a wife. You know, have you heard of that? That I married a knife,
What?
not a wife.
What?
I don't know which term. We need to look for one that applies to husbands, because I haven't heard of one, but I'm sure there is the equivalent in terms of men. Because there is this person who will come honestly wanting to build a life with you. But there is this other person who has come with ulterior motives, who has come with their own, what they have been brought up knowing. For example, a lady has a mother, for example, who looks down on men and thinks that men are never faithful, they will never treat you right. And then they plant that in you for all your life. When you go into a marriage, you struggle with trust. Now let me tell you what I used to hear. I used to hear that when men get money, they are never faithful. They they don't remain as committed as they are in marriage. And so all my life I used to fear what would happen if my husband got money. What would happen? Because you see, it's programming. That's how I am made. And so what happens, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because you've had it in you all along.
Yeah.
Then it just was waiting for a time to manifest.
Yeah.
And so, true, most of the, not most of the time, but there are times that you get this partner in your life who will build you. But there are these other times you find one who will break you. But looking at it deeply, then we, and that we may not cover now, is who actually is the issue. Because sometimes we are pointing so much at the person who we feel has broken us. Yet we, the broken or the victims, have also something to heal from. Otherwise, we will move from one relationship where we are broken, get to another, be broken. Now, if you're broken in 3 relationships or 4, then you need to ask yourself, who exactly is the issue? Because now you become the common denominator here. And so, yeah, that happens. It's unfortunate when you find somebody who breaks you. We all pray that we find somebody, we all want a happy, what is it called? A happy ever after. But unfortunately, it doesn't always happen. Yeah, so maybe through this conversation, we'll see how can we either avoid or be the people who are helping others to make and not to break.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now because it happens, because hatutasema it doesn't happen.
It does.
It does happen. So because it is happening and it is always happening, is it because there are people like it's because hawa watu wameumbwa hivyo or because there is a habit in them because you just meet someone, you are okay.
Yeah.
Like your life was flourishing from nowhere, like all your businesses are gone. Umelewa. All the sources of money you had zimeenda. Then I don't know if it is a type of people or if it is a habit in someone that contributes to this.
I think there are many angles of looking at this. One is the foundation of this relationship. I think we mentioned that last time.
Okay.
because there is this person who will believe that if they have money, they have everything.
Yeah.
And it's not true. And so when they are getting into a relationship, they're not keen on, is this person I'm getting? For example, I heard of this lady who, for her, what she was looking for in a relationship is a man with a big car. Akiona V8, amemfuata. Mercedes, amemfuata. Now tell me, if that's the reason she gets into a relationship, you see, it's already a wrong foundation from the beginning. And so this person is going there with selfishness, a selfish motive for him or her, because it happens both genders. I know we see it a lot spoken about what women do, but I think it happens in both genders.
Yeah.
And so these people get into this relationship, and all they are looking for is, how do I loot from this? How do I get from this? I have seen people who go working overseas, and then they send money to their spouses or significant others to invest for them. When they come back, or when they are nearly back in the country, they realize that I sent Jeffrey's money, but Jeffrey's was investing in her own things, and maybe sending the money to her home, and these people take their lives. They can't take it. How can I have worked for millions of shillings, and then I'm going to nothing? And so they take their lives. So some of these people come to this relationship with those wrong intentions, that I'm going to that relationship just to get what I want. Some of them, it's a revenge mission. This man has hurt you, or this woman has hurt you, and you say, all right, you did that to me, I'm going to do this, you will pay for it. And so their way of paying is them destroying you. Of course, it's not good to do that, because I don't know whether it really satisfies you to the end. But then people do that. They say, I'm going to destroy you, make sure I finish you. You did this to me, maybe you moved out with another woman. I'll stay here, pretend that everything is okay, but I make sure I destroy you. And so we've said of foundations, we've said of revenge, we've said of these people who just come, and that's their mission. And I've heard of those who actually move from relationship to relationship, just doing that. They get money from this man or this woman.
They move to the next.
My question is, do they end up happy? I don't know. Do they end up happy?
That is also the other question.
Yes, I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know whether I've answered you fully.
Yeah, then I can generate another question from there, because you find that this person, the way you've answered, then this person is not here to last.
Yes.
It's just here for a season, and they are passing.
Yes.
Then, for example, your partner comes, anakupata ulijijenga, you have your own things, businesses running. Then, that person anakuseparate na all your pillars in business. You understand? You have those people in your life that are pillars for you to succeed. So this person will start with these pillars. First akukosanishe na kila pillar that you ever relied on. Then aende. Is it the same as this? Like amekuja tu like mimi nikufuruge and then I go?
It's possible, because it also happens in terms of business and even in terms of just the relationship, emotional part. I have seen women who a man comes into their lives, begins to tell them, you know that friend you have, that Jeffries, she's a wrong friend. You know that Kamau is a wrong friend. You know, at the end of the day, they remain just the two of them. Yes. And then at that point, manipulation of all kinds is possible. And if this person is narcissistic, it's even worse. Because now, ni wewe na yeye kwa uwanja, just the two of you. So this person, for him or her to succeed, to withdraw you from all your pillars and your friends, it means they have already had an edge in manipulating you. And so now when it comes to finances, this person comes and shows you, I'm the best accountant, you don't need that accountant.
Yeah, until you fire him
I'm
or
the
her.
best storeman, you don't need that one. I'm the best, or I know someone who is better. Kumbe, they are doing the stealing together. And their aim is to come and get the money, you know. And some people say it's actually business. I mean, business. Their business is to come, destroy you, go with the money. They come and do we call it love bombing? They bomb you with all their love. And so you feel nimefika.
Yes.
Then at that point where you feel nimefika, you're signing every check. You're transferring property to them. You're doing weird things. Your friends are asking you, what are you doing? And you can't see.
Yeah.
Because they have taken over, like you have allowed them. Because before somebody does that, you really have allowed them. So you've allowed them to take that space. And so they use it, misuse it, and begin to destroy you. So it happens that these people come and they are tactful, especially for those who have taken it as a profession. They already know. For somebody to do that, it's not the first time. You're not the first victim. You're just, even when they are arrested, when we see them say on news, you'll hear that's the third man, the fourth man, the 10th man. So they've been doing that
it's a habit.
Again and again. Yeah.
So I want to read an example, and this example is going to guide us. I know a lot of people, most of us are going through this.
Yeah.
And this, why I'm going to read this, and then we are going to extract something from this, and the audience can engage with this. Because we cannot assume huyu mtu alipitia hii peke yake.
Yeah, it's a sample.
It's a sample.
From the society.
Yes.
Yeah.
And from this extract, we'll see comments.
Yes.
Comments that will show you it's not only women who are wicked, even men.
So that's a man who has
it's a man who wrote this, and I'll read it loudly. My life turned into a nightmare because of the woman I married. I lost everything: money, properties, peace of mind. She came into my life like an angel. Sweet, understanding, soft-spoken. I thought I found peace. But little by little, things changed. Before I knew it, the 1 million naira I gave monthly wasn't enough. Complaints started, demands became endless. The woman I once called my wife became someone I could not recognize. I gave everything, my heart, my wealth, my time. But in return, I lost myself.
Wow.
This pain, it's deep. It's not just about the money or the fame I once had. It's the betrayal, the emptiness, the silence in my soul. Please protect your peace. Don't let a beautiful face fool you. Some women come to build, but others come to destroy. Not all that glitters is gold.
Wow. Wow.
So this is an extract from a man who has been through what we are talking about. So for me, I won't assume that it is him only alone in the society. Most of us are going through this. So I want to give you the first paragraph. My life turned into a nightmare because of the woman I married. He lost everything. Money, properties, and peace of mind. And that is why I started by telling you, like there is someone you get, and your spiral just turns upward. But another person you get, and the graph just draws downward. So I think this guy has been through it. So the other question we'll ask ourselves from this extract today, how much is enough?
It was 1 million.
Yes,
that was not
for him
enough.
He was giving 1 million, We all understand 1 million. Even if it's me, you give me 1 million. In a month, I can do a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. I may even end up not depending on you.
I'm sure.
Right?
Our listeners are wondering, some are saying, I wish I was in that shoe.
Yeah. Because even if you sanya it and in a year, it doesn't end up to 1 million. But this is someone in 1 million every month.
Yeah.
Every month, right? So I want you to guide us, like we can understand and the society can understand how much is enough when a partner says he or she gave enough.
Let me start by saying, by the point that he says, my life changed because of the woman I married.
Yes.
Now, if you are a believer in the Bible like I am, the Bible says, he who finds a good wife, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord.
Yes.
And so, unfortunately, this one, ni kama alipata knife, sio wife. This one came to...
I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
He didn't find the favor, and neither did he find the good thing. So, the part of him giving 1 million is also something that draws my attention, because then to me it seems like they were not building together. This woman was being fed and being fed, and that's a perspective I personally don't support, that you're here in this man's life and all you know, for me to value what you have. Because I imagine, and not even imagine, that's what he implies, that this woman came when he was well built.
Yes.
Amejijenga, akonazo.
Even the fame was there.
Yes, the fame is there.
Money.
Everything is there.
Yes.
And so this person comes, maybe she was just a good person, but then came and got swallowed in the fame. There is a verse again in the Bible that says, if you give a maid, make her a mistress of the house, the dwellers of that house will suffer. And sometimes this lady may not have ever touched that kind of money.
Okay.
So when she's given, she begins to live a life that is not hers. Maybe joins company that is not her company, and goes finds they are being given 2 million.
Yeah.
So she begins to think, no, I'm not loved enough. I need the 2 million. And so I think one of the mistakes this man may have done is not including her in what she does, so that she knows that this 1 million actually comes from here. You know, if my husband came every day and gave me 500,000, for example, then the day he will lack, I will not understand.
Yeah.
I would think he's actually withdrawn it and taken it to someone else. But if I'm part of that business, and I know that si ati ananinyima, the business is going down. And so I tend to see that as something that may have been not so correct in that relationship.
Okay.
That when she came, she only came in like she finds an empire, and then for her, she didn't have in mind that I'm going to help my husband.
Yes.
Remember, we're also going there as helpmates. So she didn't go there to help.
Yeah.
For her, she saw the money.
To receive.
She went to receive.
Okay.
And to spend. For her, it was about spending. Unfortunately, it was not enough. So what you asked was, how much is enough? I think that depends on a person, because I don't know at what point he decided that 1 million
is what he wants to give.
Yes, and whether she was okay with that. And also, was there any communication? Or was it just take this 1 million?
Yeah.
What was the 1 million?
And then it becomes a habit.
Yes.
For every month.
Yes. Every month you're just giving 1 million. Do you see some poor financial management there? That you're just giving without any accountability, without anything not knowing where this money is going to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I hope our viewer, you've understood the explanation. Like whenever you're giving, also explain and let the other partner be incorporated.
Yeah.
That suppose if the spiral goes down, atatosheka na whatever you will give.
We are meant to be partners.
Yes.
In everything.
Yes.
Including the building.
Yes.
Not just the spending.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. I hope we follow and we send in our comments and we share on our Facebook page, that is Faraja TV Kenya, and we share on our YouTube page, that is Faraja TV Media. Follow and let us learn and unlearn and relearn all of us, so that we make the society a better place.